2013, I was 12, almost turning 13, and I was diagnosed with pulmonary hypertension. And what that basically means is that the blood vessels in my lungs are constricted and causing high blood pressure to then make my heart overwork. So it is a heart disease, and I'm followed by a cardiologist, but it is a problem with my lungs. One of the treatments that I am given is a 24/7 pump. So it is connected by a central line and is connected to an external pump that is giving me medicine constantly. So in order to maintain that, you have to obviously keep it very sterile and clean in order to avoid infections. In 2016, one of my nurses actually approached me about camp and asked if it would be something I was interested in doing. And as a child, before I was diagnosed, I went to Girl Scout camp. So it was something that was taken away from me. So of course, when the opportunity presented itself, I definitely wanted to go back to camp. Camp gave me a lot of freedom. So in my life, I'm told no a lot. I'm told that I can't do stuff. And so camp was there to tell me yes. But before camp, I could not take a shower if I was home alone, because in order to take a shower, I have to make sure everything is concealed and dry. And so my parents did that for me. I used to play basketball and soccer. I can't do that anymore. Spending the night at a friend's house, that was not possible. I also sleep with oxygen 24/7 because when you sleep, your oxygen levels drop normally, but because of my condition, mine drop a little bit too far. So for the next day, if I don't sleep with oxygen, my blood vessels are even more constricted. I learned what I needed to be able to spend a night or two away. And now, obviously, I've learned everything and I live on my own. Right after camp, I learned pretty quickly how to at least make it possible for me to be somewhat independent. I wanted to volunteer because, one, I love camp, I love the mission, I love everything that's done, so I just wanted to go back myself. I didn't want to give up like such an amazing part of my life, but also I wanted to be able to give back to the organization that did so much for me. And so camp runs on volunteers and donors, and so I wanted to be able to contribute to that. Volunteers, to me, they gave me so much. And so if I could be that person for just even one kid, that would like make my whole entire like world. Like it would mean so much to me. While I wish I wasn't in pain a lot of the time, and while I wish I didn't have to go through a lot of what I had to go through, I don't wish it away because it has shaped me who I am. It's given me amazing opportunities like camp and allowed me to make amazing friendships. So like I'd like a cure, like I really would. I'd like to stop doing this, but I wouldn't change getting it because it has made me who I am. I've lost a couple of friends. One of the major ones being, his name was AJ. I met him in my very first year at camp, and he was the first person that I knew that had a pump that was connected to, like, that gave medication. So he was the first person that I could relate to on that level. I never, he knew the struggles with such a basic activity as showering. And so being able to relate to someone and get the support and just complain about like what we were going through was amazing. And I think that was the very first time I was faced with death in a very like severe way. I mean, it was awful. It still affects me to this day, but also like what he taught me was incredible. Like he was there for me no matter what. I lost another friend though. So after AJ died, I talked to Ben a lot. That is who I went to. But then Ben, actually exactly a year from AJ's funeral, like to the date, he passed away. It was unexpected. They still don't really know why, but I mean, that comes with chronic illness. And so that was hard too, because then the person that I go to support is gone now. But I did make another friend at camp. Her name's Ella, and she is the one that I go to now. and she's been here like since then, and she's been here to support me. And I mean, whenever I'm stressed about anything, it's such an easy thing to just text her because she understands. I mean, those like the connections that I've made, it makes it easier on me to deal with all the stress of having a chronic illness, because I don't have to worry about like pleasing and explaining to other people. I look to make the most of every day, and that's kind of what keeps me going. If I don't have a purpose in life, I would just like shut down, because I mean, my days can be really, really hard. The way I deal with that is kind of pushing myself to make the difference that I can while I am like able to. And while it's really hard some days to get the motivation to do it, I mean, the kids at camp are the reason why I have my motivation, because when I'm feeling down, I remember all the other kids that are feeling the exact same way. And if I'm able to accomplish it and show them that I'm able to accomplish it, that just makes me feel so much better, because just me being a person and living a happy, healthy life is helping them. Thank you so much for supporting camp, the place that is a second home to me and something that means so much to me. It is the reason why I continue to live a happy and healthy life, and without you, that would not be possible. So I just ask that you continue to support camp, because what it does for me, it does for so many other kiddos, and we need this. So thank you so much.